Kian has worked really hard on week 10. Mommy was gone with his brother at the hospital and with doctor appointments. So he actually did all or most of this on his own.
I tried.
Okay, so tell me what you read.
So for language arts, I started on a new book called Mystery of the Roman Ransom.
Great.
And then I finished Theories and His Town.
Okay, great.
And then I'm also starting on another new book called The Silver Branch.
I think that's next week.
Next week?
That's next week, so that's okay.
Oh, are we reporting on 10? No? Oh, whoops. Well,
that's okay.
But I still finished. I am starting
Great.
this one. But
And then Kian is working on his creative expression, writing. And so he worked on his mechanics practice. Do you want to add anything about adjectives?
The adjectives are used to describe things like fluffy, colorful.
You learned about symbolism and poetry.
Oh, wait. Oh, yes, the writer in some of the poems, they use different things to describe.
Maybe that aren't true.
Not true, but true for the writer.
Perfect. Okay.
And then for science,
we're going to go on to science. So we didn't get to do the science experiment, but you read about it. So what was it about? That was the iron sulfate one. Is that correct?
The iron sulfate one, yes. In the book, I didn't. I looked at the materials and I didn't have enough to do it. So here it was. I didn't have. What was it? It was called a coffee filter.
We need to get a coffee filter, and then you'll do that. But tell me, what do you think would have happened?
It says, so I did not read about it, I looked at the stuff, but it says right here, the observations, the iron sulfate that is in the solution passes through the filter paper for the simple reason that is in the smallest units of iron sulfate and the smallest units of water are much smaller than the holes in the filter paper. The particles of white material are too large to pass through the tiny holes in the filter. Chemists use filters with different sized holes in the filter. Most of them so small you cannot see them with an ordinary microscope.
Okay, perfect. That's good. Okay. You learned about what is polymerization. What do chemists use that process to make?
Polymerization? Where was that?
Do you remember? Plastics.
Oh, the plastics.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
tell me about carbon dating. Tell me about carbon.
Oh,
you learned a lot about carbon.
So there was when all living things have a radioactive type of carbon in them, and when they die, that amount gradually decreases. So scientists can measure that amount to see how long ago they were alive.
Perfect. And then
for history, I'm going to show my lap book that I did.
Oh yeah, grab your lap book for history. And then
Here is world history. So, for world history, this was done a while ago, the Trojan horse, but the two main things that I did were the Greco-Persian Wars. That was one of my favorite ones. I learned how the marathon was named, and then you open up here.
But what happened to that poor marathoner?
This guy, after running 140 miles to Sparta to request aid against the Persians, Philadelphus ran over 26 more miles to Marathon to Athens with word of Greek victory, where he collapsed and died.
That's awful. Okay,
and then it's kind of like a pop-up thing.
Perfect. Then show me the...
And then this one. So I forget which one it was supposed to.
That's
so
okay.
It talks about the different things: the plague of Athens, the Sicilian disaster.
Sicilian. Sicilian?
Yeah, Sicilian. What about this one?
That is... Ooh, that one's a hard one. Alcibiades?
Alcibiades and
correct.
the Athenian comeback.
Like this one. This doesn't say Philadelphia. It says...
Where? I was reading it upside down.
Oh, man. I don't remember how to say that. Feldipedes?
Feldipedes. Whoop, I was reading it upside down. And then Lysander.
Good.
And Sparta victories.
Perfect. Okay. Let's go on art. So art, I sent her a picture. We just had you do the same slab, but you did it more detailed because you're older. So you took, what was that slab from? What?
Slab?
For
the art.
Slab of
I
clay.
see. The,
what did we learn about? Who?
Mesopotamia.
Great. And then, what's that called?
Relief.
Good. And then what are we going to do once it dries?
We're going to paint it.
Did the Mesopotamians paint theirs?
Yes.
Yes, but is there any evidence of that?
No.
I think there's probably microscopic evidence.
Bit.
But in math, tell me one great thing about math this week.
I was learning about listing the factors of whole numbers. So
Give me an
factors
example.
of whole numbers are the things that can be, let's see, the numbers, the factors of whole numbers that can divide it without leaving a remainder.
Can you give me an example?
So, for example, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, and 3. I
Great.
think,
Perfect.
right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
You are done, my dear child. Thank you, Kian.